Hi friends, ignore my hair. I literally just woke up from a nap. So I'm home now. Um so I figured I'd go ahead and tell you all about the trip and then do a big giant parade haul. Well, not just parade haul, just an overall haul for you guys so you can see all the stuff that we ended up with. And then after all the talking, I'll insert like clips of all the videos that I took of everything because there were other things I really wanted to record and just didn't. It was honestly kind of, oh sorry, there was a hair on my camera on my phone. But like it was honestly just like a really chaotic time, very go go go. And so like for example, for the ball, I really wanted to record like a get ready with me, and it just didn't happen. It just didn't, because like we got to the hotel to get ready for the ball, and like me and my husband took shower, and then I was able to blow dry my hair and then get my dress, put my shoes on, put on my jewelry, and then it was time to go again. So like I didn't do my makeup like I wanted to, and or do my hair. It was literally blow dry my hair, put on my dress, let's go. So didn't have time for none of that. So yeah, I will actually put some pictures in a little bit of the ball because I didn't get video of the ball either, and that was just because it wasn't really that enjoyable for anyone, and I'll get to that later. So basically Thursday the 8th, I believe, of February. It's February. Okay. That day we basically were in the car all day, and I wasn't that tired, honestly. Like we were able to go to bed a good time that night, and also I had some coffee in the morning and I was good. So I just listened to music in the car, worked on a little craft, and that's really it. Now originally we were going to go to the hotel, check in, put our stuff in our hotel rooms or whatever, and then go to the parade we had to go to that day. But that didn't happen. We just got into Mobile a little later than expected. And so we, as soon as we went, we just went to the parade. And we did call like the hotel people to let them know like, hey, we're going to be running a little late. And so we went to the parade area, and there was actually this bar. So we went to the bar to like until like it was time for the parade. And so at the bar we just had like a few drinks, and like me and my husband shared nachos with his parents, and they were really really good. Nachos. They were like, I wish we had nachos this good in Texas. Like they were so good. And then after that we like went to the parade, and I did film some of the architecture of the building of the bar just because it was so freaking pretty. Like I don't think I filmed for you guys the like bar area, but I did film like the room next to the bar area because it's like a bar and a hotel basically. And so whenever you go to the bathroom, you have to go into the next room, and that's like where you check in for the hotel part and stuff, and that's where the bathrooms are basically. And the architecture was just listen, call me a nerd all you want, like I thought it was so beautiful, so I had to film like the architecture because it was just so beautiful in there. And then we went to the parade, and that parade was a lot of fun. We got some goodies, which I'm going to do a whole freaking parade haul. Like I already filmed day 1 what we got, but I didn't film day 2 and day 3, and all of our parade stuff is kind of mixed up all together, and I don't even know what is what anymore at this point. So I'm just gonna do a big giant haul and then edit as needed because I just, there's so much stuff. And then we went to dinner after that parade, and we went to some place. Now, in where we went, like, seafood is basically like the thing there. And so we went to this like seafood place. Basically, every restaurant we went to actually was like a seafood place. The exception was like we went to a Burger King for breakfast one time. So, other than that, it was like mostly just seafood. Well, that place, I did try gator for the first time, which was pretty delish. And then, even more better than that was the dipping sauce that came with it. It's called tiger sauce. And I don't even remember what else I got to eat there. I just remember I was dipping it in my tiger sauce because that sauce was so good. Like, I asked the lady what the sauce even was, and she told me that it's called tiger sauce and that you can actually get it in the oriental section of different like grocery stores. Like, you could actually get it, and so that made me excited. I already looked into it, and there's a grocery store right down the street from my house that actually has it in stock, so I can go get my sauce. But we decided to take the leftovers for later, and I was running low on my sauce, because I was dipping everything in it. And so I asked her if I could get like an extra cup of sauce to take with me to finish dipping it. Girl hooked it up, dude. She literally gave me 3 cups of sauces. I was expecting one. I would have been okay with one. She gave me 3. Like, she hooked it up. So now I got some tiger sauce in my fridge waiting for me. Because I don't know what to have it with. I'm probably going to find something good, and I'm just going to dip it in there. And then, so day 2. Oh, actually, before I get into day 2, I'll show you what I got at Cracker Barrel. So, this is my hat that I got at Cracker Barrel, because that's where we had breakfast on day 1. And then also got the Scooby-Doo shirt. Super cute. Yeah, so day 2, we went to a store called Toomies, but I'm gonna call it Zoomies. That's what I've been calling it, is Zoomies. But it's called Toomies. And it's just a little Mardi Gras store. Basically, all the people on the floats get all their like toys and stuff there. And then you can get all kinds of Mardi Gras merch. Which, like, I'll show you what I got at Toomies. So, I got this cute little fanny pack. And it's like, just, like, you can tell it's the different colors, but, like, you can just flip it. And it's that way for all the colors. Like, the purple and the green both flip to gold. And then I just put, I'm sitting on them. Okay. So I got these leggings. And so it's got this. And then, well, so some sparkly leggings. And got a little matching shirt to go with it. Maybe. Why is this so difficult? Okay. And then my husband got a little shot glass, and it is put in some tissue paper, so I'm just gonna and this is his little shot glass he got. Because, fun fact, Mardi Gras is actually like huge in Louisiana, and most people think like it's a Louisiana thing. But while I was there, I found out Mardi Gras actually originated in Mobile, Alabama. Like, they actually started it. So that was pretty neat. And then I think that's everything from Zooming. Oh, that's not everything. I can't show you this because it's in the car still, I think. But we got this water bottle, and it has a straw, and then a little thing to close the straw up so it doesn't spill. And then it's in a koozie that's connected to this thing that goes around your neck. so you can like carry your water bottle just around your neck. And then the koozie that goes over the water bottle is purple, and then in like yellow, it's got the little Mardi Gras flower things, and it says Happy Mardi Gras on it, and it's really cute. Well, then after that, we went to an oyster house, and there me and my husband just got like, because we didn't really know what to get, so we just got this sampler plate basically and just shared it, and I'm glad we did that, because that was a lot of food and there was no way I was finishing all that by myself. But like, I wanted to try a little bit of everything, you know. And so that had oysters, and then it had scallops and crab cake and fish and shrimp. I think that's all that it had. But crab cake, I don't know if I said crab cake, but it had crab cake too. And it was pretty good. It was really good, actually. And then after that, we went on a little tour of the float area, like basically where they were keeping all the floats before the parade. And we only got to do that. We only got to do that because my husband's grandpa and some of their other family members were on one of the floats. And so we went to Toomey's, one, to just check it out, but two, because his grandpa needed to get some stuff for the float, like just to throw at people. He needed to get some extra stuff for it. And so so after all that, we went to the float place to load up the float with all the stuff he bought. And then afterwards, he just gave us like a tour of all the floats, and we took some pictures with the ones we thought were really cool, because like, I love musical theater. There was a Phantom of the Opera float. There was a Batman float. Love Batman, love superheroes. We're nerds in this house. Like, there was just some really cool floats. And then we went to the hotel to get ready for the ball, and then we basically watched the parade in our fancy ball clothes. And I will say this parade in particular, hand down my favorite experience out of all the parades. And because like where we were basically at the start of the parade, and so we got to watch everyone load up on their parades. And then like before it started, the float in front of us, it was his grandpa's float. That's the one, because they were like the second float. And so there was a float before them, but we stood at their float. And the grandpa was telling some of the other family members that I actually didn't really even get to meet them. But whatever, it's fine. But he told them like it was my very first Mardi Gras. And so they started like throwing things at me, like beads and stuff. And then like they just kept throwing stuff, and then other people from the float started throwing stuff at us too. And it was funny, my sister-in-law, like, she had one bead, and she had put it around her arm as like a bracelet. And when the guy looks at her, he goes, "Hey, where are your beads?" So she like raises her arm up, shows him her one bead. He goes, "You need more than that." He just starts like throwing beads at her, making sure she gets one in like every single color possible that he has. And like, it was just such a great experience. And then after that parade, we went to another bar, which this one's probably way fancier than the first one we went to, because they had like greenery inside. It's also a hotel, by the way. It's a hotel/bar. But then they had like a whole water fountain in there, like not the kind you drink of, like a whole freaking fountain. And whenever I put the pictures in here, like, you'll see what I'm talking about when I say a whole freaking water fountain. But we had some drinks there. Okay, we had one drink there, because literally for 2 drinks, me and my husband to have a drink was like $30. So we had one drink there because that was too much. And then it was just really crowded in there, and like my dress is not the sitting down kind of dress. It's just not. It's too big. So we decided to go outside and kind of, because it was way more quiet out there. And then so whenever the parade came back, we got to see them all again, and I guess they just still had some stuff. So they're like still throwing stuff, all the people who have stuff, because they actually have to get it all off the float basically before the parade ends. Like they can't, I don't know, I don't make the rules, that's just how it is. And so at this point, they're literally, if they got beads, they're throwing big giant bags of beads. And so here, I'll show you. So this big giant bag of beads gets yeeted at me real hard, right? Hits me right in the chest, and like so hard that it literally knocked the breath out of me. And so after that, we went to the ball, which I'm so disappointed. Because like that was like the one thing I think I was looking forward to the most. And it was so disappointing. Like, so at the beginning, they basically announced like everyone who worked on the floats, and they just like walk out, do a little dance. They announce like the queen of the ball and tell you like her whole life story, which basically, if you want to be queen on the ball, you literally have to be like freaking perfect. You literally, like, it's crazy. They're just like listing all her accomplishments, and like can't relate. Like it goes on and on and on. So if you're perfect, you could be the queen of the ball. So we did that, and then apparently she also has like a dance, but we didn't watch that part because we were all starving and we wanted food, so we were like looking for the food, which honestly we should have been hanging out with Aunt Cindy the whole time, because I guess they forgot their tickets in the car, because you can only enter the ball if you have like this ticket thing, but it's not like a ticket, it's basically an invite card, because like you have to be invited by a crew member basically, and like they get your tickets and you pay them for it, I guess. I don't know, but they have to like invite you to it. And well, at least I think that's how it works. I don't know. Like you pay for it, but you have to be invited. I don't know. It's weird. But and Cindy like left their tickets and the car, so she had her husband go get them, but he left his phone with her, I guess. So they got like all kinds of lost because he went back for the car, went to the car to get the tickets, couldn't find her because she actually managed to sneak in without, like, she had gone to the bathroom and then just walked in with an employee, like just walked in, and then she like went into the food area because they actually let the people in charge of the floats and stuff in to eat early. And so she ended up in a room like eating with them, and they're like, oh yeah, who are you here with? And she's like, oh, this guy. And they're like, oh, that's so cool. And she's like, yeah. And she's just chatting away with all these people on the floats and like eating food. And like, so me and my brother-in-law, we said if we go next year, we are definitely hanging out with Aunt Cindy so we can sneak into the ball and eat food before everyone else. Because it's like you gotta wait hours and hours and hours just to get some food. And so we were like starving. But then after we got the food, which, man, I was having anxiety attacks because there was it was so crowded. So many people in this room. Because like basically they split it up, so there's different rooms and each room has a number, and depending on like who you're with, like what float your people are on, depends on like what room number you're in. But there were so many freaking people, and it was so packed and so loud, and I did not like it. Well, then we go into the room to eat because there's the room with the dance floor and the band. And then they also have an open bar where you could just go get drinks and you don't have to pay for them. Like, it's included in your ticket because, let me be real with y'all, those tickets are not cheap. Like, we didn't pay for anything except for our Toomey stuff for this trip just because his parents are really nice and they're basically, okay, your first Mardi Gras, like, we pay for to get you hooked so you want to come back, and then after that, like, it's on you. You plan the trip, you save up for your trip, you pay for everything on your trip, which is very fair. That is very, very fair. It's not a cheap trip. But the tickets for the ball are literally $100 per person. So that makes me extra sad for them that no one enjoyed it because, and it wasn't just us, like, literally no one enjoyed this. So we go into the room, the main room again, and we're eating, and the music that's the biggest problem. The music was so loud, like, you couldn't even understand what they're saying. Like, that's how loud the music was. And, like, the bass and the singing just kind of, like, went into each other and sounded the same. Like, you couldn't tell if it was the music or if he was just, like, making noises. I don't know. It was just awful. And, like, my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, they actually snuck out and stayed out of there for the majority of the time because it was too loud. They were not going in. And then the poor, like, his poor grandma, like, was covering her ears the whole time. And, like, so typically with a ball, apparently, like, we weren't expecting, they told us, like, we would be back at the hotel around, like, 2:30, 3 in the morning. We were back by noonish. I mean, not noon. What did I say, noon? By, like, 12 a.m. And, yeah. And when we were leaving, like, a lot of people were leaving. So, like, it wasn't just us. So many people were leaving early. But on top of that, like, a lot of people, here's the thing about Mardi Gras I noticed. People party it up hardcore. And so people were literally, like, being carried out on stretchers because they drank so much that they were passing out. So then they're being, like, carried out on stretchers. Then there was, like, this guy in a wheelchair being wheeled out of the ball. He's got a big giant trash bag that he's just puking in. Like, it was crazy. Like, if it was just, like, it wasn't fun because it was so loud, like, it's also, people were way too freaking wasted. Like, not us. I would not let myself drink that much. That's too much. And then we went back to the hotel. No. Yeah? Yeah. I think we did go back to the hotel. I don't think we went and ate anywhere. No, we went back to the hotel because they did have some food in there. And there's also this room called the Queen Room, and they just have a bunch of dessert. So they have parfaits, delish. So I went back to the hotel, and I was so tired. I was like, I'm gonna sleep so good, and then I didn't. I stayed up super late talking to my brother-in-law, and then it was funny. My husband, his wife, they're asleep. So, like, we're just talking about whatever. And then at some point, my husband wakes up. And then we all just start talking. And then I fell asleep. So then my husband and him just continue talking. And so that was Friday. So Saturday was, like, our chill day. Oh, and I did forget this, too. On Friday, we also went to this grocery store called Piggly Wiggly's, and we got a king's cake. And basically what a king cake is this, like, it's almost like a cinnamon cake, honestly. like a coffee cake type thing, because it's very cinnamony, yeah, cinnamony. And then it's got nuts in it, and then it's got like frosting, and then pink, yellow, green sprinkles. It's so sweet. Like, I have a massive sweet tooth, I really do, but that was way too sweet for me. Way too sweet. But basically, there's like this teeny tiny like plastic baby in it, and it gets hidden somewhere in the cake, and you all like get your own slice of cake, and then whoever ends up with the baby gets good luck for the whole entire year. Well, we didn't know this at the time, but apparently they stopped putting the baby already inside because it's a choking hazard. And so they put it on the side of the cake for you to hide yourself. Well, we didn't know that, and there was no baby on the side. And so we're like checking the box, seeing if it says anything. It don't say nothing about no baby, so ours didn't come with a baby. No one's getting good luck because no one got a baby. But yeah, so we got that at Piggly Wiggly's, but we didn't try it until Saturday. Saturday we tried that, because Saturday was like our chill day. So we just went to another seafood place, which was pretty good. I don't remember what I got, but it was really good. And then we went to this place called Three Georges, and it's a chocolate shop, and they also have like milkshakes and stuff. And so they have like 3 sections. And it's like your milk chocolate, your dark chocolate, your white chocolate, but then they also have like homemade moon pies, because that's the thing, apparently, is just moon pies. I don't know why, no one told me why, but that's the thing, that the moon pies is like the thing. And so they have homemade moon pies. They have the cutest little suckers too that look like dinosaurs, like so cute. And so at Three Georges, I ended up getting some milk chocolate sea salt caramel things, and then some dark chocolate sea salt caramels, because I didn't know what to get, and those sounded pretty good. And then I got 2 massive peanut butter cups. Like, they were huge. And then we went back to the hotel and got ready for the final parade, I think. No, we went back to the hotel to have King's Cake. And just like hang out for a little bit with the family. And then we went to the parade, which that parade, they had some really cool floats, but like the overall experience was not the greatest. Like, it just, okay, I think marijuana is actually legal there, and so like you just smelled a lot of that pretty like intensely. And I don't know if I can say that word, so I'll bleep that out. But then, so we're like walking to go to a bathroom, and so we're going to the bathroom, and we come back, and someone's getting towed, man. And so we like back up, kind of watch it. I mean, we want to give that tow truck some space, so we're just kind of watching what's coming on. Well, I guess someone realizes they're getting towed, so they come over. Tow truck stops. Police officer comes up to the lady, hands her an envelope. Pretty hefty ticket is what it was. And she was like, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "You're blocking a driveway." Like the way she parked, she was blocking a driveway. And she goes, "Yeah, I know that I am. Why are you giving me a ticket?" And like proceeds to argue with the cop. It's like, bro, first of all, if you don't want consequences, don't do things you shouldn't be doing. But second of all, do not argue with the police, because it's only gonna make things worse. Okay? So that was interesting. But we go back, we go to the parade, and like there's just these kids next to us, and they were like pushing me out of the way to get stuff. They're like, anytime anything's thrown at me, like they're grabbing it. They're like, they're climbing on me, they're pushing me out of the way so they can get all the things. Didn't get anything. And like anytime I get close, like the people were throwing the stuff like so hard, like I'm dodging out of the way because like it's coming really hard right at my face. I do not want to end up with any concussions today, so I'm dodging, I'm moving out of the way. And like I wasn't that upset about not getting anything because literally the second parade we got so much stuff. We don't need more stuff, especially not any beads. Like I told my husband, beads are coming, just let other people get them. No more beads. And yeah, so it was mostly just the kids being really annoying though. Like, and where are your parents? Why are your parents just letting you like climb all over me and like push me and stuff? Man, I'm not condoning violence, especially not violence towards kids, but I really wanted to fight some kids. It really did. It was getting real annoying. And then we were told we weren't going to dinner, so we just got stuff from food truck. Got corn dogs. $10 for some corn dogs, dude. It was crazy. For one corn dog, it was $10. And then, but it was a good corn dog. It was a good corn dog. And then got a funnel cake, and we shared that. And then after the parade, it was like, okay, time to go dinner. And we did go to another seafood place, and that, like, none of us were really that like, we weren't really that hungry because we had already eaten and stuff. And so we just got a big giant platter to just share. Like, it was me, my husband, his dad, the brother-in-law, the sister-in-law, all sharing. And it was, we got 2 of the platters, and we were like, yeah, that was enough for all of us. We ate it all up. It was like fish and oysters, and I don't remember what else, but it was good. Yeah. And then the next day we came home. It was another, like, it was like a 10, maybe longer hour drive. So we drove over 20 hours in total because it's like over 10 hours one way. Now this, on the way back, like, I mostly slept because I really wasn't feeling that good and I was really tired. So I slept a lot, and I also counted Amazon trucks. Well, Amazon vehicles, more specifically. So basically, when I'm in the, I have this thing, okay, where basically if I'm in a vehicle, I like to count Amazon vehicles and see how many I can spot. Because this one time we were going to church, and literally within 30 minutes we saw 15 freaking Amazon vehicles. Like, that's a lot of Amazon vehicles. So now I just count and see how many we found. There were like 25 is what I counted. And I didn't, and that was just on the way back. I lost count of how many I counted just driving on the other days. Because honestly, when we were in Alabama, I was mostly like looking out at the bay trying to spot gators, and I called it gator hunting, which we did see 4 gators, and I named them George, Fred, Harry, and Hermione. That's why I named them. But yeah, I will show you guys the haul in a little bit. I'm actually going out to dinner with my best friends soon, and I think one of them's gonna pick me up here soon, and I don't think I have time to like film the big giant haul, so I'm stopping here. I will see you guys in a little bit for the haul. Okay, it's been a couple of days, and I definitely have been procrastinating, not gonna lie, but I'm finally going to show you guys the haul of everything we got from the parades. But first, look what James got me for Valentine's Day. So cute. Okay, so We got this little dinosaur. Here, maybe I can. That's better. Dinosaur. And then it's a little janky because I gave this to my dog to play with. This is his new toy and he's eating him up. So let's see. Got this little flower. A little snaky snake. I feel like a lot of these stuffies I'm probably gonna let my dog play with or find someone to give them to. I don't know. Oh, actually I kind of have an idea. Maybe. I don't know. Football. Football. Little dragon. And you know what? We got so many beads. Every time I find a bead, I'm putting it around my neck. So we can get a full idea of how many freaking beads we got. Cookies. More cookies. Bead. We got like moon pies. And I am not eating all of this. Okay, more moon pies. Definitely not eating all of that. A popsicle. I think this is like a popper or something. I don't know. I really don't know what this is actually. It's got dragons on it. If someone knows what this is, please tell me because I have no idea. Oh, we got this bracelet, which by the way, COC, oh, here, let me flip it. COC stands for Crew of Columbus. Maybe I'll flip it? Oh no. It says COC 1922, but it's a little bracelet and it lights up. A little squishy, squishy. And more beads. So I'm just gonna, oh, a moon pie and a real janky oatmeal cream pie. And more beads. So let's just, this is where we're at, and hold on, this bag isn't even, okay, this is all the beads from that bag so far, and guess what, there's more bags, so there is more. Okay, then we got 2 hula hoops, this big giant teddy bear. Giant freaking teddy bear. Like, he is huge. Okay? Ugh. We got some cups. And we got more cups, but they're, I think they're in the sink. They're either in the sink in the dishwasher or already have been washed. To be determined. I don't know. We got a donkey. But it says a bad word. Okay, I'm gonna have to blur that out or something. It says a bad word. Ball. 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 Cracker Jacks. Now, time to bring over this bag. Lightsaber. It's really janky actually. It's broke. Like that side looks pretty fine, but this side is broke. But still, lightsaber. Well, glow stick, and beads are caught on this glow stick, so let me just unstickify them. Okay, well that one's broke, so I'm not gonna put it on. But beads, broke beads, I can fix it, but still. Beads. 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 Blech. Beads. That's janky. Okay. Beads. Beads. Oh yeah, that's the broken ones. Hold up. These are all tangled together. I'm not putting these on because they're all tangled together. But beads. My nose itches. Ramen noodles. A toothbrush. Which, funny story, I actually picked the toothbrush up on purpose because when my husband was a kid, he went to Mardi Gras at the parade and they threw a toothbrush. It was not in a wrapper like this one. It was just on the ground. And he like picks up, and I think it was like in a puddle too. Anyway, he picks it up off the ground and just sticks it in his mouth. You know, things that kids do. So, Frisbee. And we got a yellow Frisbee too that said Mardi Gras on it, but I gave that to my friend, so. Another toothbrush. Ramen noodles. Ramen noodles. This like luggage thing, basically it goes on like the strap. Ah, I dropped it. It goes like on the strap of your luggage. Ramen noodles. So many beads. I'm just gonna, oh, a piece of confetti fell. I just like hit the jackpot of beads. Hold up, look at all that. That's all tangled and somewhat broken. I'm not, oh, this one came undone. I'll put that on. Beads. That one's a little, look what I'm at though. That's so many beads. Okay, and there's still, I'm just gonna, like, any freaking beads in here. Okay, I still just want an idea of how many beads. So we're just gonna keep going. Put these beads on. Yeah, those are, I'm not messing with those. Beads. Dude, this one's so long. It's literally almost as long as me. Koozie. Koozie. Another koozie. Moon pies. Moon pie. Bag of nuts. And I'm pretty sure the rest of this is just beads. So here we go. We're just gonna, here's what we're at so far. And we're just going to keep putting on all the beads to see how many we got. That one's broken. So don't put that one on. dropped my phone. And there's still more. Dude, this is heavy. Like, my back actually hurts. This is heavy. Moon pie. Oh, that yellow one, that gold one's broken. It's always the gold one so far. So far, the gold ones are like broken. Some little coins. Okay, this is all of the beads. It's heavy. Oh, and then one last coin in the back. And I'm pretty sure that's the whole entire everything we got. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this little Mardi Gras vlog. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have an awesome day or night, depending on what time it is you're watching. Bye, guys.